My experience with fostering actually came when I was a youth because my parents were foster parents for my little brother, who's now been part of our family for too many years to count. For me, fostering became something I wanted to pursue after I had children. I realized I was putting a lot of energy and effort into my children, and I thought, these kids are a little spoiled, and maybe this is a good time for our family to spread that out. The first call came, I remember we were sitting on the porch and I think I got a text, could you take 2 children? I had always kind of thought we would take in 1. And being a single mom with 2 children, I was like, oh, okay, there's gonna be 2 more. So I initially went to really basic logistics, like, can my car handle 4 children? And I found that I could. So then I started thinking, this is something that maybe could happen. So they came, and the initial meeting was a little bit awkward. You know, you got these kids and they're coming and you're just like, hello, you know, you're gonna live here now. Surprisingly, a week after having them, I got a call and they returned home that day. It was just so fast, it was hard to process until they were gone. But they were so excited to go, knowing they were going back to their parents, that made it like joyful. You know, like we were sad for ourselves, but we were just like, wow, what a cool thing that they get to go home. Some of my biggest personal challenges with fostering has been being a single parent of 2 biological children, and then my experience has mostly been to bring in sibling sets. So usually I go from 2 kids to 4, and that just brings a lot of challenges in terms of management and logistics and scheduling. Foster parents sacrifice time. So I give up my me time a lot for fostering because kids need you all the time. So that's the biggest sacrifice, I would say. I think my biological children feel like they sacrifice a lot, but I actually think that they get more than they give. The things I love about Skookum is that I always have a person to go to. My foster parent support person is there for me always. I text her about everything and she always gets back to me with great responses and great suggestions about things to try. I'm continually impressed with Skookum. They listen and they act. So Skookum is constantly thinking of new ways, creating new things, and trying them out. And I just love that. I think we need to expand our boundaries of what we think of around fostering. And it's something really any adult can do who has the space for it and energy for it in their lives. And the more of us who do it, the bigger our community is. I foster because I love children and I love to be a safe space for kids when they need it. And that's really it. I would love people to consider this for themselves, to think about, could you become a foster parent yourself and welcome more kids into your family?